Up early in the morning, Sky Woodward getting it in. One pocket to set it off. Let me get acclimated and I'll be right back. But we're up and rocking. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Up and at 'em. I watched the gentleman, Jorg, play Banks. He played pretty sporty. It's a little different. He has an opportunity here. Let's see if he can get a run started. Must not have been any other balls that went. So looking at some for real six pockets, Ray. Let's see if he tries to put them back in the stack after making a five. See, those are the little nuances that you can tell if you play a lot. The object of this is to make your balls and not let your opponent make theirs. Problem with shooting this one ball You bump that 2, you push balls to Sky's side. That's a no-no. Unless you're Josh Filler. Josh Filler don't care. He just makes this ball and continues running. Maybe there's a 10, 11 combo. You never can tell. What somebody's going to do. But for sure, you don't want to leave that cue ball on the left side of the table. Here we go. This looks like he's shooting this ball. The squeeze is going to begin. And by squeezing, I mean Sky's going to put balls on his side where Mr. Rother can't take them off unless Sky left him this 11. If he left him this 11, this guy's going to shoot for sure. Now, if that 15-2 doesn't go in his hole, Sky looks to stick him in his stack or thin it and go to top rail. And here we go. Squeezing once again. The only real threat for York right now is that one ball sitting in front of Sky's pocket. So maybe he thins off the 8 and tries to create a shield to where Sky can't advance his position. So this is going to be a little bit of back and forth. But looking there, I don't know if that's 610 or whatever that is. It might be wired to Sky's pocket. If not, look for Sky to, try to loosen up some balls on his side and keep putting Jorg where he can advance. Oh, would you look at that? Mm-hmm. And now my man's in trouble. So it's ill-advised to kick at this 8. Because if you come under it or you double kiss it and you don't make it, Sky's gonna get at you. That one ball, any of these balls, Sky's just looking to loosen balls up on his side so that when his opponent makes a mistake, he can jump on him quick. This is what happens. Oh. To the stack. By the time my man York figures it out, Sky's gonna let loose on one of those banks. If this guy might get aggressive in 2 rail to 9, but you got to make sure you cover it. And the other part of it is If you leave that on your side and it does not go in, you leave a possible return bank. The only way you don't do that is if you hit it hard enough that if it doesn't go in, it comes out, and you have to cover the 8, and you have to cover the 1. You got problems. No, sir. Now, this guy's looking, he's like, does this combo go? Can I play this ball and open the balls up? If I get on a 9, can I open the balls up? That's all he's thinking. And if he can't open them all the way up, he's just going to stick you to the side of the pack. So let's see. If he hits it soft, then he likes it. All right. With the 1 out the way, he can shoot the 9, but he's still looking. I think that combo goes. I think he's looking, set up that 6-3. Either way, it's good because he'll have, he's not putting himself in a lot of trouble. If it doesn't go, Borg is stuck behind the rack. And with Sky being such an accomplished banker, if he doesn't break him up, he just banks to 6 over. Tells you, see ya. Well, I guess he likes that 14-6. What a perfect example of how to dissect a rack. Now, his opponent is definitely a capable shooter. I don't know if he knows the intricacies of moving in one pocket. So there we go. Sky gets first blood, buddy. Congratulations to Hayden Ernst, 14 years old, 5th Derby City Classic 9-ball banks in his first attempt. That's something to be applauded for sure. Here's some rudimentary information if you're not familiar with one pocket. When they break towards their pocket and look to place balls to where you can't return the break. The most important thing is to get out of the break. Bobby Powell, good morning, my man, is to get out the break. So, Sky might take a foul and doesn't really care. I mean, that's perfect. That's perfect. He owes one, but he advanced his position. Now Mr. Rother is stuck in his pocket. And Sky's looking, the next thing Sky's looking to do is advancing now with the 15 up table. Mr. Rother cannot just thin off the stack and keep the cue ball off table because Sky'll shoot at that 15 ball. I mean, not at the 15 ball. My bad. Sky's in the other pocket. He's going to be able to advance his position. So the gentleman is looking for a way to contain it so that Sky can't get rid of the rest of his balls. Yeah, yeah. Mav is playing Louis DeMarco like they never played before. Almost like his sensei. All right. This looks like a sweeper. Right back under. And worse. Worse. There's nothing worse in the world than the feeling of you having to push balls away from your hole. Ike Pool fan, you're welcome, brother. Pushing balls away from your hole is the worst feeling ever in one pocket because you feel like you're defeated. You feel like you have to, you're giving up a soldier. But sometimes it's the best move. He's asking him what's happening. All right. So now the guy's going to put his ball there. I think, well, Sky might just drift off this ball, put him right back where he was. Just keep the pressure on him. How about that? How about that shot? That's an A for sure, Bobby. That's an A move right there. Ball separated, and Sky's almost out the trap. Now his opponent cannot thin off the 13 and go up table because Sky will shoot the ball in front of his hole. So the gentleman's in a he's in a pretty tricky predicament. I don't know if he knows he can just take a foul and just roll up on a ball. I don't think he wants to do that, but sometime discretion is the better part of valor, buddy. You lose one to keep your inning, to keep yourself alive. Because Sky will run 8 and out on you. And see this, you know, okay, so you're out the trap, right? You clear the pocket. He moves that 13. If the gentleman leaves Sky to 13, then he's out the trap, and then he's gonna have to start fading Sky's moves. I don't know how he escapes this. You see what I'm saying? Now he gives it up. Now, Sky can bank the 13 into the stack, into the balls, and just leave him stuck there. Yeah. Or if he has room, see, beginning of the end again. And this is where a lot of times you get outmoved. Now, if this the combination on the 5 ball goes, then he lays right there for the 13, and he gets it. He gets there, gets into it once again. Or if this ball goes, he gets into it still. Yep. Yeah. Um, and here we go. Sky wanted to cheat it because he wants that angle on the 13 to go up, so he can shoot cue ball, so he can shoot balls down into his pocket. You always want to be shooting with your cue ball not on your opponent's side. You want to leave him to where he has nothing. So if this guy just, you know, makes the combo and does get the 13 out of there, he's in trouble because Sky's still going to put him on the side of the rack. If he leaves him straight, Sky will shoot it straight back. If he leaves him sideboards, Sky can bank any of them balls towards his pocket. This is going to be tough. This is a tough position. Usually what they would do, maybe you play the 13 rail first, make his ball and freeze your rock right there. Getting the 13 completely out of there. But you got to watch out. Sky has a lot of options on the long rail banks. If I could see clearer, he might be able to, shoot that nice little carom bank off that ball in front of his hole. I hope he's not trying to bank this ball. You see, this is what I was saying about Maverick too. A lot of times, the first tell that you're unfamiliar with the game is that you try to escape the defensive tactics with offense. Now, if those balls go, you're good to go. If they don't go, you're in trouble because you didn't solve the trap, right? You didn't solve the trap. You just replaced it. Gave yourself maybe an inning. This guy can get slick and just bank this 13 out of there, leaving that ball in the pocket and making you give it to him. But he's gonna remove your threat. Trap. Yeah, he's cooking this guy. Cooking him. Just one pocket 101. And like I said, I watched this guy play some bank pool. He hit him good. He hit him good. He wasn't you know, he wasn't bad. Now he owes two. Absolutely, Darren. But it's it's one of the few games that we as Americans still have a little bit of an edge on the Europeans. But if they chose to learn the game, I think it'll be a different story. Like Alex Lele, he plays some jam up one pocket. He's a great player. Besides being a great coach, the guy's a great player. He can play some one hole, and that's for sure, for sure. There's probably a bunch of them who could play real good. They probably just choose not to. And Sky isn't, you know, he isn't an easy draw simply because his knowledge. He knows the game, right? And his bank expertise gives him a for sure advantage. You can't do a lot of things that you could do with a regular player. Now, this is difficult. He might just roll up, take his nine, and then just thin the stack and put the guy back in trouble because he knows that the threat's not that big. You know, if it was different, maybe he would have tried to do something. But he's just gonna keep trapping this guy. And the guy looking to defend himself. Here's my thing: you don't move with a mover. If shooting is your strength, and you're in trouble. Right now, Sky doesn't have any balls, in front of his hole. This is a mistake because, yeah, if you shoot them balls right, you're not only pushing balls to Sky's side, you're gonna open the table, brother. And I know you need them open for you to win, but they're not going the right way. Now, if he jumps out and this one banks off the three, I'm gonna lose my mind. I thought Jork was -2. Well, I don't know. I'm not a scorekeeper, But Sky might two-rail this and stick him to the side of that ball to where he can't move it. Because he's not going to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And that's all he needs to do. Look at that speed. So now the gentleman can't go up table again. He's looking at the 6. That's a trap. This is where knowledge of the game will help you, you know. And I love that one pocket is such a varied game. There's a lot of ways to play things, right? But there's usually one right way, you know. The freezer or Tony Chohan or Alex or those guys, if you polled them and ask them what the shot was, they tell you. Skybank's so good he can get this ball past there. He might be looking to just keep the trap going. We call this sideboards. A little click, boom. And now, hmm, usually you take a shot at this. You try to give up one to try to do nothing. Yeah, Sky might be able to bank a little bit. He might be able to bank a little bit if he tried real hard. Looking for the scrambled eggs. The only problem with this shot, you don't know where the balls are going to end up. Okay, now once again, if Sky left them a return bank on the 7, then he can at least remove the ball from Sky's pocket. The problem is that cue ball's heading uptown in trouble. Yeah, Eric. You know, I don't like to disparage anybody, but you know what it is. I think that's one of the great wonders of Derby City. You can be, you know, a world champion, or you could be a rail tester, or just somebody that's looking to, you know, test it to see how you like it. And you got an opportunity to get a master class in one pocket by a champion. Now, see, even this, right? Okay, say the two ball goes. You shoot this combo, the two ball goes. Those other balls, the 1 ball, the 14 ball, 3 ball, they all move in the Sky side, and you're just giving the dragon, more ammo. I don't recommend it, my guy. 13 left in the banks, Randy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so Sky's not on. Okay, thank you, Randy. My mistake. I thought that was for fifth last night. I thought that was for fifth. So Maverick did not get fifth in the banks. Thank you for the correction, Randy Workman. I appreciate it. See, see. Now you got more trouble. Sky gets slick, shoots a 9-13. He can get the cue ball all the way to the other side of the 2 to where you don't have anything. So this shot is like technically free. See, trouble, just trouble. Now, once again, if this follows suits, the gentleman will probably try to bank to 7. I don't blame him because you need some offense going. Maybe he makes the 7 and runs out. I'm not sure. We don't know. But the thing I do know is that 3 ball and a 9 ball are still in front of Sky's hole, and Sky needs 1. So, you know, Maybe it's time to, time to go. Go time. Bear down, make this 7, bump the 9 out of there, and let's get it cracking. You see, now this is not time to move, buddy. You know, if you want to prolong the game, then you know, go to the underside of the 3 and get that ball out of there. But if you're gonna go, then all hands on deck. I hear you, Bobby. All hands on deck here. Yes, yes, Eric. Yes, yes. 100%. 100%, my brother. 100%. Now I like that. I like that shot, but he's still gonna get the worst of it. I do like it. That's like technically a better shot. You know. Now, here's a letter of education for this guy. This guy just shot a ball away from his hole. You see. Now sometimes you gotta know. You gotta know. This guy's like, you gotta beat me. He's -1. You gotta beat me 9-1. I need one ball. You need 9 because he owes one. Trouble in River City, y'all. They're holding up good. Thank you, Dan. How are you, my man? Everything is love, brother. I got a, I got a industrial amount of the Hall's cough drops. We're gonna make it. I got Let me see. This day 5, right? We got 5 more days, Dan. We got 5 more days, so we're good to go, brother. Like I said, I'm glad to see you enjoying your entire retirement, my man. I really am. You deserve it, brother. And thank you for your service, man. And the chats that we have, super inspiring. I know that's right, Dan. uh, Thank you, April. Good morning to you, sister. Hope everything is well with you, and you are more than welcome. I'm just going to say this for people who are just tuning in. There are more streams out there that will have as you would say, the premier matches. We're trying to shed a spotlight on some people who don't get, you know, uh, a chance, for some spotlight. Of course, if there's a fantastic match, we'll post it. But for me myself, if there's a junior match at that time that we haven't covered, and there's not a big world beater match going on, we will highlight the junior. What's up, Eduardo? Good morning, my brother. Now, for Mr. Rother, I hope I'm saying his name right. Um, when the balls are up table, brother, Sky's just putting you in a trap where you have to beat him one ball at a time. So if you bank this 3 ball up table, you're effectively falling into um, effectively helping his attack on you. I know you might be looking at banking this 2 ball across, but you have to know who you're playing. This is Sky Woodward, and they I don't know. They say Billy is the best, right? If he's the best, I don't know where you put Sky. Maybe the chat knows, but I know Sky Woodward is a hell of a banker, and I wouldn't have no problem putting Billy first. If he's the guy, but Sky has to be in the top three, I guess. I don't know. Somebody help me out in the chat if you guys have better information than what I do. Hey, what's up, Sean? Everything's good, bro. Sweating some one hole. Here with my people in the chat. Life is good. Oh, so here's the thing. For me, uh, my explanation, my commentating on the one pocket is not for the super advanced player. Advanced players, they know what's happening. It's for people that we're trying to get to the game. You know what I mean? We're trying to get them to the game. So if it seems like ABC teaching to you and you don't like it, you can tune in to Scott Frost, champion one pocket player. Or you can tune into him or any other of the high level commentators for one pocket. Oh, where's Sean Woodlake? Where's Shane Van Boning in that? So you got Billy, Sky, and Feder. That's not a bad list. But I think Shane has to be somewhere in there, brother. I had to throw a monkey wrench in there. Had to throw a little monkey wrench in there. You tell me where Shane belongs. Let's just do top five. We could do that. Make it easier. Top five American. Evan Lunda, SVB. All right, Sean. No Shannon Murphy. Shannon Murphy don't get in there. No John Brumback. He's out. Let me see who else American that can bank some. What's my man's name? Oh man, not Olinger. Oh, the other guy. Junior national champion, plays real good. Hmm. I think there's some names we're missing on that list. It's not Olinger. What's Shane? No. McMinn. What about McMinn? Zach Prince? Not sure. There you go, Sean. Right on. Right on. All right. Let's go. I just gonna make you explain yourself, bro. What nice shot. All right. Sky Woodward leads 2-0. Yeah, Darren. I, you know, you know who I'm pulling for. All right, this is 2-0. Race to three. Skylar Woodward just doing what Sky does. Mm. I haven't seen. I could probably agree with you on there a little bit. Uh, I haven't seen Lunda play nine ball. I don't know if he's, just a one pocket specialist or whatever. But oh, you said all around. So one pocket, banks, and nine ball. Okay, I hear you. Mm, a little aggressive. A little aggressive. He knows. This guy's not really, you know, too concerned. He's chatting the crowd up. Oh, 10 ball. Lunda plays 10 ball? Hmm. Okay. I got to educate myself further on his game. I don't, I haven't seen enough of it to tell you. All right. Getting out the trap 101. 101. remove balls from the opponent's hole. SVB's break. Listen, listen, listen. Let's just. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Let's just call it like it is. Let's get it started early. Matchroom and the WNT and all them people, they changed the break rules because of Shane. Because then everybody was saying it's just a break contest because Shane's break was just unbelievable. So they made the break box to this box. You can't do that. You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like when they changed the rules with the soft break with Corey Deuel. Because when Corey was hammering him with that Sardo rack, they had to change the rules. So when Shane was killing him with the Shane train, they had to change the rules. Oh, bro, listen, that's Bat Pool Channel. I said on the side, I said, I think we leaving some names out the mix, but here's my thing for Iceberg. I'm really happy to hear that he's oh man, Sky. I'm really happy to hear that he's coming back. Yeah, that's right, Sean. I said the same thing. I hope he does come back, and I hope that he's the Iceberg that we need and that we're used to seeing. He's a super nice guy, super talented. I hope the window's not closed on him. Listen, you know, I don't care what it is. If you can play, you can play. We're just saying that top five. You know, first it was bankers. Now we're just looking at everything else. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm tired of losing to Europe. Tired. Tired. I hate Europe. I hate it, bro. I hate it. Bro, you want to go to London? No, because I can't fight a whole auditorium by myself. You know what I mean? I'm mad. I'm salty. Them European fans is brutal too. Don't think they're not, and they will fight you. Those big rugby guys, they like it. Yeah, for sure, Sean. For sure. I told you this guy can bank. I told you this guy can bank. He said, okay, I'm gonna get out the trap like this. I'm gonna hit you with one. Now, maybe that's his best chance. Maybe he feels that's his best chance to, you know, put a bead on the wire, is to go after him. But what he's gonna find out is Sky's just gonna tighten the screws. He's gonna tighten it up. So what's happening? Okay, there he goes. Mm-mm. Now you're gonna get another lesson. This guy's gonna show you. If you want to, you're gonna change it to that game. He's gonna hurt your feelings. I'm telling you. Here he goes. Starting to think, starting to cook. Hey, Jamie, morning, love. How are you? And how'd you do in your tournament? I hope you did well. Hey, good stuff. Glad to hear that. Like you said, you're just getting there, getting that education correct. All right. So a relatively simple move that Sky did just puts this guy on the defensive once again. Now, I'm just gonna help you out here. You try to cut this ball in, that cue ball goes willy nilly, you're gonna be down. This guy's gonna run a couple. and you can't. That cue ball is going to be. You'd have to go all the way around to get to your side of the table, right? To get to the 8 or the 14 or something. Nah, buddy. Nah, yeah, Sean. I listen. I give the Lauder his props. That guy might be the best by the rail banker. He might be. I heard a little story that the torpedo himself said that he's dangerous by the rail. What a great shot. Pete Frampton in the building. Let's go, baby. My day is now complete. My brother's in the chat. Let's get it. Hey, Pete, you know I'm going to start some trouble. Give me your top 5 American bankers. Top 5 in order. I'll let you wrap your head around that for a while. All right. Here we go. Looking for the one rail return. The thing about it, right? You can make the ball, right? But does it give you, anything else? You got to get that cue ball up. If you're going to shoot the 14 or you're going to shoot the 9, you got to shoot this ball with conviction. Got to put your foot in it. And to me, you know, okay, this is the old school. He's looking. Pack hunting. So, hey, Brandon Ritchie, everything's good. Current, Pete. Current. So here's the thing, right? If he gets rid of the 10, Sky gets rid of the 9, puts him in the stack, and he's back in trouble. If you make this 10, you have that cue ball has to be up table. And I'm telling you, this guy, he can bank him. He can bank him. And anybody that says all-time bankers that doesn't put Eddie Taylor, the Knoxville Bear, first, I will not listen to you. Okay, swinging around, looking to get in the same position that he is now. Maybe getting something happening on the stack. Mm. Bingo. Yeah, man. Man, Mr. Van Boning, no joke on the banks, y'all. It's no joke. He makes that U.S. Open, One Pocket, U.S. Open, all those guys look crazy. Tony Volpe, we do not think so. I'm not sure, but I don't think he is. Oh, dude. See, and that's what happens, right? Sometimes you're moving, you're moving, you're moving, you're moving. Your arm gets a little tight. WD-40 didn't work, and now off to the races. And he massages the stack, opens the stack up, and you're in trouble again. And it's all because you have no threats on your side. You have nothing going on your side to where you like it. This guy's just gonna open up the floodgates on you. Even if he sells out that ball on the side, he's not gonna really care about it because you're gonna have to run him. That's one thing I think a lot of people don't take into consideration. Sky Woodward, he runs balls. I think there's a little evolution. He's a dad now, twice and everything, but the man is dangerous. For sure, some synthetic. Okay, so yeah, I think you know I think what Jorg didn't realize is that if he put the point up on the iPad, the point's already there. Hey, hey, my man Trav, what's up, baby? We in the building for sure. Sweating some great action. You know how we do it. Make sure you tell your lady Amber I said, hey, hey, see you guys in Lincoln City, I think, right? I hope so. Yeah. Jimbo. That was so the backstory is he had to play my man Brent Worth. What's up, Ronnie? He had to play my man Brent Worth, a junior of mine. He's not a junior anymore. And he said, how good do I draw? And then Federer just beat him. One pocket, 15 minutes, bro. Can he do it? Yeah, it's crazy, man. But Federer is a different beast. Michael Campos was happening. He's a different beast, man. Just different. You know, born like that. Let's see what's happening, where we're at. Uh, let's get to the one hole, yo. Okay. Mm-mm. Okay. I would have put Evan Lunda's match on, but he's already 2 up. So we're gonna go. And everybody's got 2 already. Um, there we go. I got one for you. We're gonna sweat Show Nuff Shuff and Chase Stumful. A nice upcoming young guy. Sweat that. And like I said, you know, for the premier games, you guys know where to watch them. When sweat some people who probably don't get enough light, we'll give them a little light. I want this stream to be like what's it called? NFL Red Zone. You know, we just jump to games. We jump to them in the red zone, guys. Okay, a little smaller. Okay, we have that. All right, we got Show Enough Shuff and Chase Stumful. Chase is a sporty little young gun. He can hit him. Brandon Shuff is man, Shuff is he's tough, man. Yeah, yeah, he's a beast, right? Okay, for sure. If Jimmy Buffett, if you're saying Roland Garcia, yes, he is on. He's playing. He's currently playing right now. Jimmy Buffett, I do not know. I think Rick Rankin, somebody said, I think they said, somebody said it. It was either 18 or 8. But if you want to know brackets and stuff like that, easy, easiest way to do it is go look them up right there, digitalpool.com. You want to see if somebody's still in, go to the tournament that they're playing and put their name in, and it'll tell you where they're at. And you're welcome, Rick. No problem. Yeah, somebody in the chat mentioned it. You're welcome, Jimmy. Jamie, you're why I get up in the morning. Yeah, nah, Chase is he ain't no joke. That's for damn sure. You better know that. You're welcome, Rick. You're welcome. Th- no problem. Like I said, all of the big names will be on, you know, Post Up and Billiard Sports Network and wherever. I'm looking to put a spotlight on some of the other people who don't get a whole lot of light. You know, there's just more people to see than what they show. Hey, let's go, Rick. I like that. That's right. Break some hearts, buddy. Break some hearts. Not me. I'm content to go two and out from my chair right here at home. I could go two and out at home. I could go two and out at home, brother. Maybe a long time ago, but two and out is where it's at. I'm gonna make a shirt called the Two and Out Club. Mm, I like that. Nice and aggressive. Here's the thing: if you don't know, man, Brandon Schuff can get it in one pocket. I'm gonna let y'all know he can get it. Like I think a lot of people sleep on him because maybe he doesn't get out a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, he don't have to get beat by nobody. Yeah, I just hope they move it to a better location. I hope they do that. If they move it to a better location that has you know, affordable food and things like that, I think it will be better. But I know how it works. You make a deal with a hotel, you probably got a 5-year deal, blah blah blah, kickbacks on the room or whatever. I get it, but if it's not enjoyable to stay at that place, people aren't going to stay. They're not going to stay, and you're going to make it tough. And if it is expensive, it's going to be even worse. So gotta find a happy medium for sure. I like that Florida place. What's that place called? I think it's Caribe, whatever. That place is super nice. Um, the other place in Puerto Rico is nice. There's a couple of spots that are just good. Jeff, that's the thing. I think if you go to Digital Pool that I posted, I'll post it again. You go to digitalpool.com. I think it tells you if they have a buyback or not. So you can check there. Nice takeout by Show Enough. if he covered that 6. I think Shuff can remove it, either kicking it from the bottom rail or spinning it over into the 8. Just avoiding the kiss. hmm Optimally, he would love if that cue ball was behind the 10 or the 7. If that 10 goes, that 10's coming right downstairs. I was going to say, I want to see if he's going to be conservative or aggressive. He said, I'm getting those balls out of there. That was a nice shot, clean shot. Removed 2 uh, balls from potential scoring position. Now, Mr. Shuff has to start building that castle once again. Hmm. George Breedlove, the flamethrower. That guy had a monster break, man. Whew. Man, that guy used to crank him up. But I think, in today's age, it's here today, gone tomorrow. But I'm telling you, Mr. Shuff, definitely a player. You will definitely get your feelings hurt if you tangle with him on the one-on-one side and think that is some soft action. Just letting you know, in case any of you out there want to get squirrely. He's doing everything he can to protect that 10. And Jason, I'm going. What? Chase, I know you're not chasing this shot. I know you're not. You got to be looking at something simple. Yes, I did. Read your comment, Candyman. Yep. Mm-mm. Man, you got, man, 9 feet, a combo. You leave sideboards on this, and Brandon's going to hurt you. I mean, I admire it, but you got to control 3 balls, buddy. Cue ball, 5 ball, 11 ball. See what I'm saying? Now, Brandon's going to put the screws on you. He pops this in. That's 5-8 and the one on the rail. It'll be 7-4. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hmm. All right, Mr. Chase. Here we go. Oh no, dude. That's gonna get you. I know Chase shoots fast. I know he shoots fast. So, I don't know if that's his style or ever. Yeah, Mike. Oh, nice cover. But, he has enough. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Mike. You know, but if that's his speed, that's his speed. I was gonna say play that 5 off the 8. The only problem is you gotta watch what you leave. Sometime you gotta duck sometime, bro. You gotta duck sometime. You know what I mean? This is the same thing I see. Mav is changing it, but it's the same thing I see. You know, it's great to have talent. Do not get me wrong. It is great. It is fantastic to have talent, but you shouldn't have to rely on your talent to win. Don't rely on your talent to get you there. You know, you use your talent as a tool, but don't rely on it. Like, a guy got 10 balls hanging in his hole. Just because you're the bank champion of the world, don't shoot that one railer for one ball. Don't do it. And Chase is young, so yeah, he's young. I think he'll assimilate soon. They say if you lose enough games, you learn what not to do. Especially when you're playing a crafty veteran. You know, there's not going to be a whole lot that Brandon hasn't seen, so you're gonna have to come with it. Come with that A game. Yes, I agree. I agree with that, Michael. comes. Now, if you're banking the 15 to the 3 with enough pace that the 15 don't stay there in the pocket, then okay. If you're trying to get there, I don't know. Yeah, see, there you go. But you got to get the 15 out of there too, Chase. I think it's better you bank that ball off the stack. There you go, young man. There you go. That was beautiful. I like that shot. Got out the break. You you put Mr. Shuff in trouble. You got balls in scoring position. Good shot. Brandon's looking to come off this 13 and bury you under 11. You got to hit it good. How about like that? Okay. So you got to find a way to get it there. Bobby Powell. Um, DeMarco. Hayden is up 2-1 over Louis DeMarco. 2-1. Distance is the great equalizer. Wish we had an overhead. Can Shuff thin off the ball near the rail and try to get down there by the 1? This is the turning point of the game right now, this shot right here. Because if he turns it loose, Chase is going to jump on him. I got you, Stan. No problem. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, Mr. Shuff. I love it. I love it, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. One pocket is like, imagination and execution. It all comes together. You can do whatever you think, right? That was fantastic. What a great shot that was by Shonuff. Oh. Dragging down to the corner off the 3. I think you needed just a little more juice there, Chase. Chase still got, Brandon still in the trap. One ball's the biggest threat. Now, is he slow rolling this and hoping to get behind the 9? Now, Mr. Stumfo can put some heat on him. You just have to cover that 1. Because I knew you were shooting. There's not nothing in the world going to stop you from shooting, but you got to cover that 1. You either got to bump that 1 out of there now or not let him see it. The only ball, well, you got 2 ball with a clear path. The 9 ball, the 13. If he puts you all the way up top to the head thing, banks the 1 and leaves the cue ball up top, daring you to shoot. If he doesn't leave you an easy one, sometimes our ego says, "Hey man, you can make it. Shoot the shot, man. Shoot the shot. Show him." But we gotta listen to the other voice. It says, "Nah, man, it's not time to go yet. It's not go time." Maybe Shuff this shoots the 2. Maybe thins off the 1, tries to get behind the 2. How about that? Now, here we go. Does he have the full ball on the 13? Can he bank that ball out of there? What does he have here? Still tricky. I mean, you made a good shot, right? But I think you're still in the trap a little bit. But Shuff's cue ball has been immaculate these past innings. Oh yeah. Once again, just he's saying, "Hey, here's a tasty morsel. Do you like it?" Chase is saying, "Man, I'm gonna kick this your 10 ball out of here and kick it towards my side because that's the only threat you have. You have to be thinking about moving, man. Got to be thinking about moving." Okay. Yep. For sure, Bobby. All right. Are you just rolling up on this two? Are you two railing this two back to your hole? What are you doing, champ? You know, when we get those self-inflicted wounds, they're the worst because you did it to yourself. It's the worst. Technically, they'll say your opponent did it because he forced you to take a shot or make a shot. But when you scratch on them yourself, man, that's got to get you a little mad. And I think in Derby they play whole ball over the line. Yeah, so I don't think he could shoot the two. Now it's Shuff shooting the stripe and looking to float over. He'd have to get through the 7 and 4. That's a small window. You bump any balls down there and you leave them open for this kid, he's gonna hurt you. That's a whole fact. He's gonna jump right on you. So here we go. All right, you're gonna thin the 8. Thin the 4 and slide down, looking for the 8 for cover. I don't know. Oh no, Mr. Shuff, you are not shooting 11-6. Are you? No way. No way. He said, "Oh, stop it. Stop it. Man, we should call this the broom. What do y'all call it when you look into get all the balls out of somebody's pocket in one shot?" Thanks, Bobby. That's what I figured. Mr. Shuff, you're about to educate me on this shot, buddy. He's going after something, Candyman. Oh, now. Okay. All right. I thought I was losing my mind there for a second. Yeah, for sure, Candyman. Absolutely. All right, Chase. What do you do, buddy? Opportunity is yours. I know you have a ball hanging, and the general perspective of people would say, "You run out, kid. Get over there on the 15 to 10 to 8. You know, do your thing. You're a shooter. Shoot." Just be specific in your shot selection. I think the biggest one of the biggest gaps between a high level amateur and a professional is the cue ball placement. Those pros, they could put that ball on the dime. When you were still an amateur, you're putting it on like a cantaloupe. We're playing super general shape, right? If I just get over here, I can shoot. They're like, I need to be here, to do this, to do that. Yeah, he wanted to be over there on that 15. Now you got to take the 8, you know, use your tools, buddy. Come on back. I like that he at least slow down a bit to, you know, see which balls are open for himself. I'm telling you, I think uh, I don't know who's mentoring Chase or if it's just his God-given talent. Um, but I think if he, matter of fact, I think everybody they took a couple of lessons from like John Schmidt or Torsten, those straight pool guys, because they will show you how to put that cue ball on a dime. You know what I mean? And then that's why Joshua Phil is so good. The guy runs 300 something balls in straight pool. Do you think 8 balls are really hurting him? The guy looks at it like free lunch, you know? Free lunch. And I think he would benefit from let me see. I think a more established pre-shot routine for himself that would slow him down and also give it a chance for his ideas to lock in. Because the guy's a super straight shooter for sure. That pre-shot routine will help you slow that train down when you get a little excited. Here we go. The kid sure does have a sweet stroke, though. Michael Webb. Michael Webb. I was going to say that. I just left it alone. Spence money though. Spence is he's a little more excited than this guy. But I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. That's my guy, Mr. Spence Ladden. Back home we call him Spence money. Spence money. And if he would take the game serious too, he'd be a top American player. I don't know what y'all talking about. He would definitely be up there if Spence wanted to. If he took the time and did it. Mm. Wow. Wow, Bobby. That's a pretty good teacher. I think that guy's all right. The Kentucky Colonel. Yeah. Teach you how to play a little bit. That would be nice. Bobby Powell, you'll get this one. You want to know who taught me how to play pool? The lint in my pocket. The rabbit ears and the lint in my pocket taught me how to play. That's what did it. I'm sure some of our gentlemen in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember back in the day when they used to break, they moved like maybe one ball or two balls toward the hole. Now with the higher placement of the cue ball, these guys is you know, yes sir, Mike, yes sir, that's right. I'm sure you graduated from the same school I did, Mike. Hmm. Hmm. Brandon laid down a good break. Can't tell if that 13 at the other stripe throws in, but it's definitely a danger. you, you know what I'm saying, Noah? You know what I mean, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To the stack. Not to the stack. Hmm. So, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, no, Chase Stumfold, yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I love everything about him. I just, I'm just thinking in the future. I'm looking for them FMCPs, future Mosconi Cup players, because we gonna need them. We gonna need them soon. So if I see some, potential, I'm just hoping that the young man continues to grow. You know, I know it's hard out there in the pool world, and you got to make some scratch, and you know what I mean. You got to do what you got to do. But man, I would just hope that maybe some good sponsor sees something in this young man and puts him under the wing so he can afford to travel and to do things and to get that seasoning. Because you can't get seasoning at home, buddy. You got to get on the road. You got to get drilled. You know, 10-0, 11-0, and then the next round you get drilled again. You got to learn how to fade the heat. I call it the electric chair. Some people don't like it, but that's exactly what it is when you're sitting in that chair. It's the electric chair. You're waiting. You're either waiting for a reprieve from the warden, which means you're going to get up there and run some racks, or you're waiting for them to pull the trigger to get them. For sure. That's for sure, Stan. That's a good one. Back to work, buddy. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, a little unfortunate right there. If this goes, there's a potential four ball scoring. Wow, Bobby. Oh boy, here he comes. And might get a little bump off the stackeroni. Mm-hmm. That's how the old school does it. And if that ball's lined up, it's going to be 9, 15, whatever that combo is, and Shuff's going to be off to the races. I'm not sure. Does Shuff play? I'm pretty sure he does. Anybody can help me? Shuff plays straight pool, right? Is he a pretty good straight pool player? Because it seems like the way he's moving his rock, he knows what's up. Yeah, for sure, Mike. But that's how it happens, right? You know, shoot a little something, you get fortunate, you know, you get fortunate. The pool gods smile on you, you get a little something extra out of it, and then you still have to execute. Like right here, you got to show some speed. I wonder if there's nah. He's looking to get out. He'd have to go rail first and slide up though. Yeah, thank you. I would think he does. I would think he does. Just watching some of the patterns that he plays, and I bet you he's a good straight blue player too. That's beautiful. What a pinch on that ball. Now the one ball would be available. He'd have to get under. I think you take this one. I mean, he's a champion, but I think you just take this one and take your medicine if you don't get there and make this eight ball. Yeah, he's probably a 100 ball runner. We could probably find out. Show enough. Okay, nice. See, yeah, take your medicine now. Eight ball, bye bye. Unless you get super aggressive, you're not banging this 11. You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna give this guy that ball for sure. Nice little run. Now we're gonna start looking. The old schoolers would say all the balls go up table. There we go. Thanks, Charlie. I believe it. I believe it. Shuff is a, I've said it before, man. You know, it's a lot of time is financial, right? But I'm gonna tell you, I got a little team in mind that I think I would put on, if I hit, you know, the lottery or something, right? I'd get Brandon Schuff. I'd get Mitch Ellerman. I'd get Chris Reinhold. Um, there's like two more. Maybe Lazaro Martinez, Payne McBride, this kid right here, Chase. If Cash Keaton wanted to do it, I'd get him too and take those 10 people and just put them up for a year and be like, you don't have no bills. Here, I'll give you, I don't know, 50 a year, right? And the only thing you're gonna do is play pool. We're gonna go to every tournament in existence, and we're gonna see if you got it or not. Maybe you get soft on me because you got a free ride, or maybe you rise like the Phoenix and do what you need to do. But I think a lot of times those guys just need a little help. You know what? I might even put Max Everly in that mix. Max always does good in the tournaments that he goes to. I think he can. I think Max can still play a little something. You know, I don't know. It's just a dream. I'm just I just want a way for us Americans to man, I really hate it, guys. I can't pretend. I really hate it. I hate to see this great country, and I hate it. We gotta do better. All right, Mr. Shuff, show me something. You coming off the 7 to the end rail and sliding over? You shooting the 7 off the 3-1? What are you doing, you creative monster? You teach me, oh sensei. Oh, you going the other way? No, he did it. Just beautiful shot. And I think Chase conceded the game. That was a great game there by Mr. Shuff. Great to see our young talent. Chase, keep your head up, and you always have a buyback or another turn or whatever it is, my man. Do your thing. All right. Let's see what we got. I'm going to the archives, guys. See what's happening. Mm-hmm. Oh, we only have 6 games in action? I'm refreshing. Okay. How about we go to Shane Winters and Billy Thorpe? That should be a good one. Shane Winters up 2-1. Table 17. That's where we're going. Sweat that for a little bit. Let's sweat that action, guys. All right. I'm almost there, guys. We're almost there. All right. We got one part of it. Mike Brown, what was that? Table 20? Who's on 20, buddy? Oh, hey, Mav and Louis? All right, hold on. All right, we'll go there. For you Louisville fans, we're going to have Mav and Louis at the end of that match. Hold on a second. Man, that's crooked, boy. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll sweat this. There we go. Um, Mike, right now there's only I only have right now only have 5 tables right now. They're probably going to refresh, and at that time, yeah, definitely sweat my man Manny. You talking about Manny Perez, right? And he go on my team too. That guy deserves it. Bam. Mm, 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 mm. Gotcha. Mm. Louis on the hill needs one. Needs one. Uh, 14, Rick. He's 14. Not bad. Um, that would be Kentucky time, Mike. Yeah, so as soon as it populates on my field, we can do that. They're starting to populate some already. So yeah, we'll get there, buddy. Double kisser. Mav, you don't know the shot? Click, click. Send it to your hole. Yeah, for sure, Scott. Rick, yeah. I've been watching that kid destroy people for 5 years now, and I just watch him get better and better each year. More tools into the arsenal. I just wish, you know. Well, now, it's hooked up with Double J, and we're doing some of the right things, providing our kids with coaching and stuff like that. I think if you can get them the high level stuff while you're young and not hard headed, get a little better. Cause that me and Ralph Souque, that's my man. I really that guy is just awesome. But I remember, and it was a long time ago. He told me about Josh Filler. When Joshua Filler was 12, he was tearing them up on the Euro Tour. 12 years old, and the Kaiser said, he said, Ra, he said this kid is going to be a world champion. Ralph Souquet doesn't say things like that lightly, and it's when America was always saying, "Man, he plays fast." Uh, Maverick, you out of your mind. Um, Ralph said, "No, he's actually slowed down." They said he used to. They said he ran racks faster than Tony Drago, if y'all remember Tony, faster than that guy. Like he was playing speed pool, running out. And now he, slowed down and got the skills. I don't even think we've saw the best of Filler yet. I don't think we have. So good time to be involved in the pool world. I love it. And my man Mike will sweat Manny's match after the end of this match. We'll just switch over. Oh man, somebody had asked me about that match too. Man, oh, we got some good ones coming up now. Everybody's coming up. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Oh, we got action, buddy. We got action for sure. Oh, look at this kid. My man just does not know what give up means. He's on it. Hmm. Here he comes. Rick, I like you already. Everything would hurt. I'd be calling my mom on the phone. Mom, there's this guy over here beating me up. Yeah, yeah, Jeff. I agree with you, my man. Um, if I had to just take if I took one from over there and one from over here, I definitely have Hayden. But what's my man, the German kid? Oh man, Felix Vogel, and there's another one, the Indian. He's not Indian. Indonesian. Tall. He's a tall guy. He tore them up in the WNT events last year. He's a junior national champion. He's Indonesian and he's young too. I think he's coming. There you go, Rick. Kickbank? No bank. Oh, that's good. Ooh, Lou. He might, if he got a little inch of that rail, he might. This ball might be coming back. Yeah, I think. I don't know if Adrian's still in it like that. I think he, has a challenge. Yeah, oh, AJ Manis, that beast. AJ Manis. What's the other little guy? JB Sukol. But this kid is Indonesian. He's taller than all them kids we're talking about. He's taller than all those guys, and he made some noise in the WNT. If I put junior national champion Indonesia, it'd probably come up. He looks sort of like Yap, but taller. And my man can flat out play too. He can play. Oh boy, Scratch City kid. That's what happens, man. Mav, you gotta slow the roll sometime, buddy. What's this kid's name? It's gonna drive me crazy. I'll find it. I just hate using my computer when I'm using a computer to stream because I'm super superstitious. Okay, I got it. It's Albert Januarta. Albert Januarta. That kid's a beast. Albert Januarta. Albert Januarta. That's his name. And we still got Riku Rompinen. And there's a bunch of these young guns, man. These young guns are they coming and they ain't scared. Maverick almost has the shot here. He can draw the head ball in. Oh, Mav, do you know the shot, Mav? Nev, do you know the shot? No, you're going to thin the bottom ball and go back up table. That's not bad. Yeah, that guy Albert is he's a beast, man. But yes, you know, there's a bunch of these young just monsters coming. They're coming. Louis, that's gonna mm, might be a little Hershey's kiss there on his 14. Look at Maverick with his hand on his hip, like he's funny. He's like an old young dude. Yeah, you don't like that. You'd have to put the special sauce on to beat this kiss, and it's super hard shot. You know, when we know there's something wrong with the shot, right? We will stare that shot down to be like, man, yeah, Bobby. So let's talk about it. 500 entrants in the nine ball. We have to space those tables out forever. 500 players in the nine ball. Crazy. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Young Hayden right back in the chase. Looking to make some problems for Louis. You just got to bump both of them, Av. You bump both of them at the same time. You just jam them up into the corner like bing bong. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. See, that's a problem. Like you got a simple shot. You don't need to get extra fancy. You don't need to put hot sauce on a chili pepper. All right, 2-2. I love it though. Comes down to it, you just gotta make it do what it do. Can't be afraid. All right, they're taking a bit of a break. All right. Louis looking for some action here. So it's like the old adage, if I'm a shooter, I want the balls as loose as possible. I'm not trying to move with U-Haul. You know what I mean? Just like that. That's what I think. I think sometimes your brain just gets a little ahead of you, or the execution. If you just execute the regular shots, you won't have to worry about these super technical, amazable shots. You just gotta execute what you can do. Cause Louis ain't no slouch. And he's gonna beat you off your mistakes. So you better tighten it up, Mav. If every game you're behind and you're chasing, that's gonna be tough for you to maintain some type of momentum, especially with somebody that you play with all the time. He knows your game. You know, he knows what you can do and can't do, and he's gonna take advantage of that for sure. Mm, he wanted that ball to stay up, but yeah, that's just as bad for Mav. You got to find some way, you know. And if patience is not your virtue, you have to find another way. Mm, then fade that six. Just keeping your opponent off the ball. Sometimes it's enough, but it's not all the way enough. You got to be advancing your position. Mm, he sent the world there. Mav's got to contend with this. Decent cover. All right. Av says, I'm shooting, buddy. I'm going to shoot this 7. If I make it, I'm out. Here he comes. I know Louis has to be in his head like hating life right now because he knows the kid can run out. And with Hayden stopping and taking a little time, it doesn't bode well. Because if there's one thing the kid knows how to do, that's run balls. And see, it's just so much more. It's just more effortless for you, Hayden, when you take your time and you use that pre-shot routine and you just really know where you're going instead of just the gunslinger style. Take your time, kid. We know you can make the balls, buddy. Here he comes. And he has cover too, right? Oh man, he's hitting them so good. Mm. All right. Man, I wish the score would update so we would know what's going on. Mm. Hmm. All right. There we go. It's over. Hayden advances. If Hayden's on 6, that's 7-8 right there. Yep. All right. Nice. All right, we're heading over to my man Manny Perez table. Where's he at? Table 34. Heading to 34, guys. Nice set by both gentlemen. All right. Manny Perez and Chris Frelberg. Manny and Chris. I don't want to butcher nobody's name. We got action. Huh? I knew something was funny. What's going on? Okay. All right. To activate.
Lucas Barnes to the triple desk, please. Lucas Barnes to the triple desk, please.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn off the stream.